I'm not gonna lie. I nearly started playing this entire trailer. Luckily, I caught on with the first 15 seconds in that OBS was not recording the audio for the Delve Talk here. Yeah, I'm gonna retake this part, but like I said, I might be a bit sluggish on my words because I did wake up a few, so don't worry about that. But I will do my best to try to break down everything in this trailer like I did in one of my previous Fate Trigger videos, where when they recently released a 2-minute trailer, I broke everything down. We're just gonna do the same thing here. Anything else that's new, we're just gonna talk it down. I might pause here and there, but I will try to like basically do a full-on breakdown towards the end of this video, so hopefully that will make you guys a bit more happy, where I'm not constantly pausing, but I will pause here and there though, in case if it's something like pretty important or something that, you know, shocks my eye or something makes me flabbergasted. Anyway, let's get right into it. Also speaking, this will have AI generated talking, like an AI voice talking in the back. Be prepared for that. I don't believe they might have a budget yet for a English side for a Delve Talk here.
I'm the dev team lead of the Fate Trigger.
So we got Delve lead here.
Split into two parts. In the first part, we will take a brief look back at our closed alpha.
Going back all the way to the closed alpha.
We'll introduce the detailed information, rewards, and new version content for the upcoming closed beta test. Before we get into the review, I must first express my apologies and gratitude to all the players who have been following and looking forward to Fate Trigger. Sorry for letting you guys wait so long for this playtest.
Apologies, Sultan, man. The wait is going to be definitely worth it. I'm going to be honest.
In the first part, I will review the closed alpha from last September with all of you. Although it was only an early version, we received over 400,000 test applications. After the test, we completed more than 1,000 detailed feedback submissions. We have implemented corresponding optimizations for most of this feedback in the upcoming closed beta test. During that time, we also participated in the Tokyo Game Show, Japan's largest annual gaming event. There, we felt the passion and love for our game from players all over the world. Over 1,200 players tried the game demo at our booth. Here, on behalf of the entire Fate Trigger development team, I sincerely thank our global players for their incredible attention and support during the last
welcome,
test.
man.
In the second part, I will now show the detailed information, rewards, and new content for the closed beta test with the lead game designer of Fate Trigger, Terry.
Okay.
First of all,
We got
the
Terry.
closed beta test will officially launch on July 24th.
24th,
The
that we
battle
know.
matchmaking will be divided into Japan, China, West Coast US, and East Coast US servers. The
Okay,
duration of this
so we got
test will also
multiple
be longer than
regions.
the previous one.
Issue is no
We hope
EU,
everyone can
unfortunately.
dive deep into Fate Trigger and provide us with even more suggestions and feedback. To appreciate all the Awakeners who took part in this test, we have prepared in-game rewards that you can carry over to the official launch.
Oh, that's
You
great.
will need to complete specific tasks within
They get
the
a free
test to
Zevia
win.
skin.
The rewards include
free
a set
legendary
of
skin.
legendary character skin, weapon skin, parachute emote, action wheel emote, and exclusive closed beta rewards, accessories, and background stickers. If you want to know more details about this test, please stay tuned for our official announcements. By the way,
Alright,
I'll
we
give
got
you
a lot of cool
sneak peek
things.
the roadmap for Fate Trigger.
Ooh, a
If this
roadmap.
test
Okay, we
goes
might
smoothly,
pause in.
We plan to launch the full non-wipe PC version as soon as possible in 2025.
What? Wait, hold on. No, did I hear that correct? Wait. So if the test goes smoothly, they'll launch the full game in 2025?
I'll give you a sneak peek of the roadmap for Fate Trigger. If this test goes smoothly,
Okay, so if it goes smoothly,
we plan to launch
the full
full non-wipe PC
non-white PC. Wait, what does a non-white PC mean? Does it just mean like a full PC version? Like it just
version as soon as possible in 2025. Next,
so it's
let's
just like
talk
full
with
release,
lead game designer
right?
Terry to introduce the new game content for this test.
All right, let's check out the new content.
Hello,
We're not gonna
everyone.
like overthink
I'm
it.
the lead game designer of the Fate Trigger, Terry.
What's up,
Let me
Terry?
introduce the brand new features
Man,
of the
Terry,
closed beta
bro.
test for you guys. Compared to the previous closed alpha version, this closed beta test introduces 3 brand new Awakeners, 5 new weapons,
Yep, 3
2
brand new,
vehicles, 2
5 new
types of
weapons.
gameplay features, and
Yep,
several
yep.
new systems.
A lot of
We are
new
also
stuff.
continuously polishing and upgrading the UI, art, performance, and our anti-cheat measures.
It's a good thing they're
Awakeners are
taking in the
core of Fate
anti-cheat
Trigger.
measures, but
So
of
let's
course,
start there.
I'm being
We have
honest,
already
every game will always have
introduced
cheaters.
7 Awakeners to the public. In the upcoming closed beta test, we are going to introduce 3 new Awakeners. They are Rioen, Sinric,
And Mindy. I'm gonna be a mini main.
Salt character. He is the hunter of your team, focused on tracking enemies and quick movements. His passive skill, On Their Scent,
Rioen
allows
like
him
he's
to
aura
track
farmer,
the
I'm gonna be
position of
honest.
the wounded enemies. The tactical skill.
Oh, okay, so you can
Fast
track
Shield
it if you
Dash,
win him. Cool.
enables him to go into an accelerated
We already
form,
know he got like a speed
increasing
buff.
his movement speed, making him more agile on the battleground. The ultimate skill, Red Nightfall, enables him to transform into his wolf form. While
Oh, bro, he got
transformed,
hops. I'm
Fast
telling
Shield
you,
Dash
his
is
kid is a little
automatically
bit better than
activated,
Wind
and his
Ranger.
tactical becomes a long-range leap that can be used multiple times. Every knockdown and elimination Ryoan scores while transformed extends his transformation time. Apparently, Ryoan is the rapid raider on the battlefield. He is capable of capturing the position of wounded enemies and the ability to close up or create distance between enemies rapidly.
I can see that.
The defender character, is the solid
Cindric might be
defense of
busted,
the
bro.
team, focused on protecting teammates and absorbing damage. His passive skill, Crisis Shelter, can generate a protective shield while his teammate is being knocked down, increasing the survival ability
Like,
of the knocked
this
down
is the
teammates.
main reason why I
The
say he might be
tactical
busted.
skill, Impenetrable, enables him to create a transparent
Plus, I believe
barrier that
he could
cannot be
teleport to
broken
his down
and blocks
teammate.
all bullets and throwable attacks. The ultimate skill, Grand Entrance, enables him to leap to an ally quickly,
Yep,
knocking
yeah.
back and slowing the enemies around, creating a transparent defensive pillar to protect teammates. Cindric is the shield of the team among the Awakeners, always prepared to offer his teammates powerful protection. The support character, Mindy.
Oh yeah, he's
She is
definitely a
the
powerful
strategist of the team,
protector for sure.
focused on resource gathering and
Mindy,
battleground
my
map
main.
control. Her passive skill, Mindy's Choice, enables her to see through barriers, spotting high-quality resources and weapons. The tactical skill, Secret Passage, enables Mindy to teleport from a long distance.
Only
It
her,
should be
it
noted
seems.
that it takes a moment for Mindy to open the portal.
Yeah, so you can just
I'm
like
suggesting
freely
that
use
you
it like
only
Ray
use it when you
does
can
in
be
Apex
sure that
Legends.
you are safe. The ultimate skill, Mindy's Gift, can call an airdrop that contains higher quality equipment and supplies, which can refill both herself and her teammates' consumables, offering high quality equipment. Having Mindy on your team means having a secure supply of resources.
That is true. I mean, she's practically
In the part of the
have
new
Loba
weapons,
kit in a
we
sense.
have already released 12 weapons in the previous tests. The 5 newly introduced weapons during this test are ZKM Assault Rifle, Brawn Shotgun,
The AK.
Perforator Submachine Gun, Tempest Light Machine Gun, and Planet Cracker Grenade Launcher.
There's a
First of
grenade
all is
launcher?
The ZKM AR and the Brawn Shotgun. You can find them everywhere around the Helix Arena. ZKM AR is a high-power assault rifle.
Oh yeah,
Requires
this is a
user
nice training
techniques for
room.
mastering the gun. Meanwhile, Brawn Shotgun is a lever-action single-shot shotgun. Requires the user's techniques to master the rhythm of shooting. The other 3 weapons, Perforator Submachine Gun, Tempest Light Machine Gun, and Planet Cracker Grenade Launcher, are high-quality weapons that can only be claimed from airdrops or by capturing
Okay, so only
a
from
hard user.
airdrops. Alright. I don't think we don't need to do like a
Perforator
full
Submachine Gun
breakdown
is
on the
most
weapons.
powerful SMG in the game right now. It has a stable ballistic pattern and a longer range
Whoa.
than other SMGs. It would definitely perform
The SMGs
very
have a
well
long
whether you're
range
in a
like
close
that?
quarters combat or a mid-range fight. As for the Tempest Light Machine Gun, it is the most powerful LMG in the game right now, and it is really unique. First of all, the weapon features a multiple ROF mode adjustment function. Adjusting the ROF quickly makes it flexible for different combat scenarios. Secondly, its unique energy operating mechanism means it requires no more reloads, but you still need to control your shooting rhythm to prevent the gun barrel from getting too hot.
Okay, so
If
just
it
an
overheats,
overheat
You'll
feature.
have to replace it with a new barrel. And finally, here comes the showstopper, Planet Cracker. The Planet Cracker's tailor-made grenade launcher
It has
contains
an
a great
AoE.
amount of explosion damage in an area of effect. And it will
There's-
generate a
yo,
field
you
in
could
the opposite
bounce jump
direction
off of that?
pushes the user back when it explodes
Yo,
and
T.O.
fires
like,
in
bro,
midair.
Team Fortress
You can
players
perform
gonna have
a
a blast
classic
with this.
rocket jump by utilizing this mechanism. With 4 rounds in the chamber, you have plenty of room for showtime. I
Yo,
can't wait to see the
yo, no, that's sick.
incredible
That's
highlight
sick.
reels you'll create with this. For new
This
vehicles,
might be the
we have
Shinobi
already
Killer.
shown 2 types of vehicles, and this time we are introducing 2 new types of vehicles: Toya Otomo and Span Armadillo.
I thought he was gonna say
Toya
Toyota.
Otomo
I'm not
goes
gonna lie.
first. The Toya Otomo is a single-person motorcycle.
I'm gonna start
vehicle.
calling it
It
Toyota.
is extremely convenient and can be packed into a backpack. We will
You
give it
could
to the
pack it in a
players their
backpack?
backpacks
What?
every time they respawn. Although it's not fast, there is a jumping function, so it has a strong terrain adaptive capability. It will be your best choice when you don't have any other transportation options. The other one is Span Armadillo. The Span Armadillo is a 4-seat off-road car with a fairly strong terrain adaptive capability and stronger defensive performance compared to other vehicles.
Yeah,
at
I
the
could
same
tell this
time.
car is gonna be
Armor
definitely
plates will be
like
opened
the
to
must.
ensure the safety of you and your fellow teammates in the car.
Yeah, this is gonna be like a must pick car. If
As
you
for
see it,
game
we
mode,
gotta ride it, bro.
promised you guys before, Fate Trigger will continuously introduce new gameplay modes. Our
Yep.
goal is to create a shooting game with diverse gameplay. In the test version this time, except for the Awakener Trials gameplay and map updates, we are going to introduce 2 new gameplay modes. Beginning with the gameplay
It's just
and map
the
updates.
TDM
First,
mode.
we've added 2 new areas in the Helix Arena. The Auburn Birch that's filled with red leaves and white trunks, and the beautiful Sky Terrace Vale. The Auburn Birch
These 2
is
areas
filled
are
with
so
giant
beautiful.
trees. Here, information
I like
will
the
be unique
variety
to
that it has.
combats. The landscape of Sky Terrace Vale is a complex maze of landforms. The Awakeners that have vertical mobility would take the lead here. We believe that these 2 new areas will bring you guys a totally different combat experience anywhere unlike before. Secondly, we've added the Capturing the Harmonizer gameplay feature in the Helix Arena. In the midterm of the game, 2 of the Harmonizer devices on the map will randomly open. Players can capture them by interacting with the interface panel of the Harmonizer. The capturing period will be divided into 3 stages, and you will get bonuses each time you complete a stage. With all 3 stages completed, you can then claim the final award on the central control device. The Harmonizer won't be the only way of getting
This will be
bonuses.
like kind of
Spotlight
huge to
of the
do.
battle territory. When the Harmonizer opens the green beam, representing it is open, but no one is capturing it. When the Harmonizer opens in yellow or red beam, it means that someone is capturing it. You can try to rob their capturing awards. In a similar way, when you are capturing it with your teammate, you should also be careful of the potential enemies. When the Harmonizer opens in blue beam, it means that the capture is complete. The Harmonizer will open its final bonuses. Capturing the Harmonizer will get high-quality equipment and weapons, and the golden gadget we've added in this new version. These golden gadgets have all kinds of powerful features.
So they're like pretty
knockdown shields
rewarding
that
to do.
automatically deploy if you are knocked down, and a self-rescue device that can be used for
There's a
rescue yourself when
self-rescue
knocked
now?
down,
Gen Collector Picker.
that can respawn your teammate from a great distance with no range limitations. A mobile teleportation device
Nice.
that can transport you to the mid-air of the safe zone. These gadgets would definitely offer you an advantage during the fight, so before it comes to the final ring, please make sure that you are trying to get them. We also have a golden gadget that drops randomly on the map, Supply Beacon. You and your team can know the location of one of the supply drops, which will be marked on the minimap.
I knew in the
Provide you with
last trailer,
high-quality resources.
and I said this in a video, that
we're going to
they
introduce
have
you
not
guys
shown
to new
everything for
gameplay
sure.
modes. The Rapid Trials
And I stand
First.
corrected. I'm such a
This new mode
genius,
is based
bro.
on the classic 6x6 kilometer Helix Arena. We introduced the Rapid Collapse mechanic. In every match, 32 players will be fighting in a smaller area of the map. The combat will be more intense, and the pace of battles will be quicker. Meanwhile, in the Rapid Trials, all the shields have a unique damage-reducing perk, which makes the time to kill longer, giving you more strategic
huge.
flexibility in a fight.
That's pretty
Also,
huge.
The total damage that you deal to the other players can upgrade the shield to a higher level. I can imagine what the chat is already spamming. What I want to say is, it's all about playing for fun. So let's play. Play it first, then
This
leave
would
your
definitely be
comments.
fun.
It's a totally different experience. In the Rapid Trials, the loot that drops on the map will be more plentiful, and all the weapons that were looted from the map will come pre-enhanced with chips. Quickly developing, rapid zone collapse, fighting all day long, pushing the limits of your strategies and skills. Hope you guys will like it. And here it comes to the classic team deathmatch, which we made just in time to show everyone in this test. We need to play
Team
on
deathmatch.
these 2 tiny new maps, the Factory and the Armory, and continue fighting with each other in an 8v8 team deathmatch.
Oh, it's
Keep your gear,
8v8. I thought it
engage
was
in high-density
3v3.
gunfights, get into the fight constantly with a fast recovery, eliminate as many enemies as possible. The one who reaches the target score or has the highest score after the countdown wins. What's worth mentioning is, except for the third-person perspective team deathmatch mode, we also opened a demo version of the first-person perspective team deathmatch mode temporarily during this test. That being said, this is only our very first attempt at a first-person perspective version so far, and it's not finished yet. We ask for your patience and
okay.
understanding. Meanwhile, we are looking forward to your feedback.
Honestly,
after the
with
test.
everything they've
The
shown,
version
it's
that
gonna
will
be
come
worth
up
the wait.
later on, we will continue to polish and develop it. In this test, we will open the ranking system of the Awakener Trials. You know what I'm talking about. The soul of competitive games. Please go
Ranked.
all out in the ranked matches. Keep moving up and push
Legendary
yourself to the
limit
absolute
breaker.
limit.
Oh,
I
we
want to know
reaching
how many
legendary
players
limit
can reach
breaker.
the highest rank during the test. In terms of the game's anti-cheat services, we have also upgraded our Omni site security system. We have added more types and scenarios to the report feature and optimized the responsive protocols for reporting feedback. Everyone can use the report
Huge.
feature more often when they encounter abusive behaviors.
Oh,
We
they
will
went in
investigate
pretty
every
deep with the
and
report
let you know
system.
the outcome. Additionally, we also introduced a new feature, Fair Play Compensation, and we are planning to roll out the testing step by step. When players are killed by a cheater, resulting in the failure of the match, we will not only punish cheaters severely, but we will also compensate players who have been harmed by cheaters. During the test, we hope that every one of you reports abusive behavior more often, maintaining the game environment of the Fate Trigger with us. Finally, let's talk about the performance optimization issues that you guys are concerned about.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be
During
huge.
the
Okay.
last test, considering that the Fate Trigger was still in early development, it resulted in a higher requirement for the specs. Many players couldn't
That's true.
participate in the test due to spec issues, and a lot of players complained about lagging and frame drops. We took the performance optimization very seriously like always.
Glad to hear
In this
that.
version, we've made some progress. What's shown in the picture is the exact requirement for the lowest and recommended specs for
Okay, so let's check this out. You just need a 1050T. That's actually pretty good. Like honestly, I feel like a lot of more people should be able to play this
this
game now.
test. In order to let more players take part in the test, we
And I recommend it's like a 2060. I'm well above that.
not only reduced the requirements for the lowest specs, but also added support for AMD graphics cards and compatibility support for some Intel dedicated graphics cards.
AMD could finally play.
Frame rates between different PC specs will be improved compared to the very first global test. The gaming experience will be smoother. We hope these improvements will bring everyone a better game experience. However, Fate Trigger is still in active development. There might still be
Yep.
some room for improvement. We will keep working on performance optimizations and all kinds of performance data inspections based on the feedback from players in this test, so that we can provide a much smoother experience in the upcoming versions. This concludes all the new content of the closed beta test we're going to bring you. We will introduce these updates in detail in the community. We look forward to your enthusiastic participation and feedback.
I look
We are
forward
open
to a lot of this
suggestions and
in the
comments from
test,
community.
upcoming
Our team reads
test.
every single comment and suggestion. What's more, we will continue to bring you guys more developer content and keep close contact with everyone. Last but not least, you are all welcome to take part in the closed beta test. We are expecting to make the
Everyone?
Fate Trigger better along with you guys. For now, I'm giving it back to JH.
All right, we're going back.
Thank Terry for sharing the details of our new version. And thank you guys very much for paying your attention to the Fate Trigger.
No
we
problem, man.
always believe that great games come from the player communities who love the game.
That is what I've been trying to say, bro. Honestly, when video game developers have passion for their game, it makes me so happy, bro.
We are looking for more advice from you in the community. We will stay in touch with you in the community. If you are a fan of the Fate Trigger and willing to participate in the closed beta test, please sign up for the test on our official site. We will send the test access and open the pre-download before it starts. As this is a beta test build, you may encounter some issues. We sincerely ask for your understanding and appreciate your patience. Our
Okay,
team is
understandable.
working diligently to address any problems and improve your gameplay experience. Your active feedback is warmly welcomed. Thank you all again for your love and support.
No problem.
At
Okay.
the very end, I hope everyone has fun in the Fate Trigger closed beta test.
I know for sure I'm gonna have fun, man.
in closed beta test.
All right, July 24th. Okay, so TDO, honestly, long story short, developers listen. All right, I'm not gonna go through everything because everything is pretty self-explanatory. Like some things just don't need a breakdown. I guess the first thing we could talk about is the characters. I mean, I'm not gonna say too much because I already spoke about a lot of the characters. I've done a breakdown on them in the last trailer or in the last video that I uploaded, which was like a day or two ago. So all three of these new characters look pretty good. I would say Rion has like a slight better kit than Wind Ranger, but he's more focused on like actually hunting down his enemies. He's actually able to like, the only thing when like basically Rion can do what Wind Ranger could do is basically help her own team fly across the map in a sense with her ultimate. But I do think people will slightly more than likely pick Rion over Wind Ranger. So that's my short little brief on him. With Cynic, I already forgot how to pronounce his name. The fact that he could come to his down teammates with his ultimate and such, and then bounce enemies back is pretty huge. He could also block out projectile attacks and bullets as well with his wall. So he is a pretty huge of a protector or a defense character. It's something completely a little bit more different that I have not really realistically seen in most video games. Like, it's such a simple kit that it still somehow is unique because you don't really see it that often. So he's a pretty huge character. And Mindy, while Mindy has like a lifeline / Loba kit from Apex Legends along with Wraith, a mix of those three characters alone, the fact that she could like teleport around the map is pretty cool. but it do take a bit of time. So she's not a lot fast as Rick, where she could hold down her portal and constantly keep moving around the map. That isn't how Mandy is gonna work. So she is still pretty vulnerable when she's trying to move around the map. So you gotta be careful with that. The simple fact that she can see loot around the map like how Loba can is also pretty good as well. So you're gonna need to communicate. You're gonna need mic on, by the way, or at least type in the chat that hey, there's a gold loot nearby for your own team, unless you're playing solo, right? But she's gonna be pretty huge for the team because she could help move your team forward and progress a little bit more faster in these games as being a loot tracer. So she's pretty huge, and plus I think she could drop like a airdrop if I remember correctly, like if they showed it. So you could also kind of use that as bait. So that's why I'm gonna say Minnie is a S tier character at best. So that is all three of the characters. The only thing I want to talk about when it comes to the weapon from the armory that we've seen is this weapon here. The fact that you could like bounce air jump like this is pretty huge. So this kind of brings down Wind Ranger utility a bit because now like you could like use this weapon if you find it, and then which is the planet cracker, right? And you could like get on top of buildings and such, and then like you could swap your weapon and like beam whoever might be camping at top of buildings and such, which is just gonna be pretty huge. I'm interested to see how players are gonna use this weapon here. Now I don't think there's anything else apart from the vehicles. I think it's a cool thing that you could like hide your motorcycle in your backpack. That's gonna be pretty huge. So realistically speaking, if you're in a wide open and like you just need to like quickly move around the map and you got a motorcycle in your backpack, you're easily gonna get around the map pretty easily, which is huge. And the Spain Armadillo, this is gonna be the S tier vehicle in the game that's gonna protect you from getting shot and help your teammates stay protected. So this is gonna be pretty huge of a vehicle here. The two areas are pretty beautiful. Reminds me of Genshin Impact a bit, like because of how vibrant or just how unique the places look. Apart from that, harmonizer, I will guarantee you that you need to 1000% do these to get high quality loot. Yes, if you don't want to do it because it's going to attract enemies, sure, fine, whatever, but I feel like it's like you're always going to need to take that risk anyway, like anything for a win. So doing harmonizer, I think I would encourage my team to do it. Like, yes, like especially if we're low on loot and this is like our best way to actually make a comeback, take the risk. Like if you lose, that's fine, just run it back, right? But take the risk. Honestly, take the risk. And apart from that, right? If we like move forward, I'm gonna try to move forward. Like here, the emergency shield and the self revive kit, they are pretty huge to be honest. So there's more ways that you can protect yourself or keep yourself in the fight. So this is pretty huge, nonetheless. And
you are trying to get them. We also quicker. Meanwhile, in the
think-
rapid trials,
Oh yeah, the TDM game modes, 32 players fighting in like one smaller map. I think Warzone has this, so there's not too much for me to say. If you're a Warzone player, I think this is something that's not realistically new to you, but I do think this is pretty cool to have. So I might test it out a bit, give it a go, see how fun this is gonna be. The TDM, I did not expect it to be a 8v8 or a 5v5. I think it's 8v8 from here, but I thought it was gonna be a 3v3 or a 4v4, but that makes it all the more better considering the fact that now I can play with viewers on TDM or Classic Team Deathmatch with more viewers, and we'll see how it goes. Like see if we could get constant dubs, playing TDM. Apart from that, I think the last thing that we're going to talk about, and before we wrap up this entire breakdown, is this video, which thankfully isn't too long of a video. This is like 24 minutes, 25 minutes into the recording, is the CBT system requirements. Now, I know a lot of you guys should be able to play and get into the test with no issue. They took the performance issue pretty seriously, all the way down to a 1050T. That is pretty huge considering how big this game is. That you could, if a 1050T AMD 5080 able to run this game is pretty huge. I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty huge in my eyes. Regardless, that's about it. We're gonna have to see how good the performance actually is. Hopefully we won't have no lag issues, FPS drop issues, or anything. I'm well above the spec requirement, so if I am having issues, then something is completely wrong, because I have a 30 series. Really wish I could get a 50 series, to be honest, but we will see. Plus I got an Intel core. Anyway, That's about it. Honestly, this is pretty huge. Developers listen. Developers have great. It seems they have great passion for their game. I would highly recommend playing Fate Trigger, because this might be the Chernobyl killer. I know. Nobody don't really like it when people do the it's game killer, but I'm gonna be honest with how far Chernobyl dropped the ball on their game. I'm gonna say it. Fate Trigger honestly deserves their success if if they actually continue to do more of these dev vlogs, keep coming back and communicating with the community. In the end, Fate Trigger will be at least a successful semi game. It doesn't have to be mainstream or big. It just have to, as long as developers have passion, it will be a good game at the end of the day, and that is all I care about. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in another video soon. Might be another video. Also, subscribe to the channel. We do live stream pretty often, or I'm tips to live stream. We did a Minecraft stream and a Chernobyl stream earlier. Hope to see you guys there, and check in. I'll see you in another video.